So, you're thinking of living in Woburn, Massachusetts. In this video, we're going to talk about what makes Woburn a great place to live. We'll look at maps of neighborhoods, access to highways for your commute, and talk about public transportation. What should you expect if you're thinking of making Woburn your home? Stick around and we'll find out. Hi, I'm Jeff. I started Boston North because I've lived my entire life in Massachusetts. In the last 20 plus years, I've lived in the North Shore. Working in the real estate industry, I've had to research the ins and outs of cities, towns, and neighborhoods in my area. My goal is to make you, my viewer, feel welcome to reach out to me with any questions you might have about living north of Boston. I'll talk to you soon. The city of Woburn is located 9 miles north of the city of Boston, right along Route 93, which would be your main travel route in and out of Boston if that's your destination for work. Along with that, you'd be about 9 or 10 miles from Logan Airport. Depending on where you are in the city, you're as little as a 15-minute drive to get right to downtown Boston or Logan Airport. And if there's traffic, you could be looking at closer to 45 minutes, depending on it. But what's great about Woburn and what's attractive about Woburn is that it does have access. So it's possible that your commute may take you north, up into New Hampshire, or anywhere else along the 128 belt, and 128, I-95, and 93 all pass right through Woburn. So you're 15 minutes from the New Hampshire border, you're 15 minutes from Boston, and you're about 15 minutes from the Mass Pike, again, if you're off traffic, and that's going to let you get anywhere in the state very quickly. And likewise, your commute may be only taking you to Woburn because there's a great deal of tech, biotech, and professional services firms that take up office space in Woburn for that exact reason. It's outside of the city and very easily accessible. Some of the major neighborhoods in Woburn that you're going to find yourself looking at are going to be City Center, which is the downtown area of Woburn. That's going to be where all the major roads meet. That's going to be where City Hall is. That's going to be where the restaurants are and stuff like that. You're going to have the Walnut Hill area, which extends across 128 and down to 93, and that's going to have a lot of your commercial space. A lot of your businesses are going to take up their residence in that area. The Woburn Highlands is south of City Center, right along the recreation area there. The Montville neighborhood is in here. That's going to go right up 93, named from Montville Ave, which is the main exit off of 93 into Woburn. North Woburn, quite obviously, that's more residential housing than this side, but it's still north of 128, aptly named. And then we've got Shakerville neighborhood, which is going to run along the Lexington and Burlington lines right there. And then a few other neighborhood names baked into Woburn. So the main thing that is really great about Woburn, again, is your highway access. So you've got north-south, you've got I-93 cutting right through town, and then you've got I-95 cutting right through town. So if we get rid of this, and if I zoom us out here, you can see from Woburn, you can get right to New Hampshire, you can get right to Boston, you can get right up to the North Shore, that side of New Hampshire, or you can get down onto the Mass Pike if you ever need to travel further out of state. So you're never in a bad place when you're trying to exit or get to Woburn. It's very central in the state. If commuting by car isn't your goal with living in Woburn, there are 2 commuter rail stops that are pretty accessible for the city of Woburn. We have the Mishawam stop, excuse me. That's in Woburn, right by 128, and then you also have the Winchester stop, which is just outside of town in Winchester, but still very easily accessible along the commuter rail line that takes you right into North Station in downtown Boston. 2 major local hospitals to be aware of that you'd have access to. Winchester Hospital is, again, just outside of Woburn and Winchester, but easily accessible. And then you also have the Leahy Hospital over in Burlington, which is both substantial, great hospitals and good access from really anywhere in the city of Woburn. As far as your shopping needs, a lot of things can be taken care of right inside Woburn, and if there's anything else you need, it's literally in a town that touches Woburn. The Burlington Mall is, as you can see, just outside of the downtown area of Woburn, and anywhere is pretty much accessible within 3 miles. So you're going to have an easy time getting in and out of there, and solving any of those needs are done very locally. So again, Woburn's got great access, and that'll get you to the places that you want to go. Public school systems in Woburn. Woburn has 10 schools. There are 7 elementary schools, there's 2 middle schools, and there's 1 high school. And niche.com for 2024 ranked Woburn 63rd of 235 school systems in Massachusetts, which is a great ranking. Woburn city government has a mayor as well as a city council, and the tax rate in Woburn is actually quite low at $8.70 per thousand. Anything under $10 per thousand in Massachusetts would be considered low, so there's definitely some value to Woburn in that sense as well. And with a population of 44,000 people and growing, Woburn's just a vibrant, up-and-coming place to live. They've invested in the school system, they've invested in public infrastructure according to the city's website, and their restaurants and amenities for the public are growing in step with that. So if you have any questions about Woburn, living in Woburn, or maybe anything about the state of Massachusetts, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be honored to receive your question and help you. Call, text, or email with the information below, and enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.